리서처 루시입니다. 현재 시총 40일을 기록 중인 웨이브 코인에 얼마 전에 큰 이벤트가 있었다고 하는데요. 다름이 아니라 바로 웨이브 블록체인 상에서 스마트 컨트랙트가 가능해졌다고 합니다. 이런 큰 이슈를 저희가 놓칠 수 없겠죠? 개발자와 직접 인터뷰를 해봤습니다. Hi, Ilya. Please introduce yourself and your team members to Korean viewers.
All right, so hello, Lucy. My name is Ilya Smagin. I'm a lead developer in Waves platform. We are a team of 70, I guess, people at the moment. We have pretty great blockchain experts. We have a team of professional coders and business developers as well. We have all pretty great mathematical and fintech backgrounds.
Could you tell us about Waves briefly?
All right. So Waves is a blockchain project about 2 years. It held an ICO in 2016. It was quite huge one because we gathered like 30,000 bitcoins. And Waves generally is a platform for tokens. We have great gateways, both fiat and crypto. All major cryptos are supported at the moment. We're constantly rolling out new ones. We have great decentralized exchange. It's fast and pretty secure. And another strong point of Waves is it's really very fast blockchain. We have like 100% transactions at the moment, and probably going to make this number higher in the future. And from user perspective, it's really user-friendly wallet and really user-friendly DEX. Even experienced traders will be surprised that such experience is possible on a blockchain.
Who are the target users of Waves?
Well, it's really broad audience. It's not only small and medium-sized businesses, but also traders and even simple users who are just passionate about crypto. It's really easy to use.
Wow, so it's a kind of ecosystem, right?
Yeah, I would say it's ecosystem, and the important part is it's evolving ecosystem. It's designed for day-to-day use, basically, both directly if you're a business and indirectly if you're just a normal person who works with technology. At some point, you'll interact with blockchain, but you won't even know about it.
Then what's the goal or vision of your project?
Well, I think this is the exact vision, to bring blockchain to the people so they could use it in every day-to-day lives and to improve this experience.
Why you chose POS for consensus algorithm?
Okay, so POS stands for proof of stake and is opposed to proof of work. First of all, it's really simpler for miners. You don't need to buy expensive equipment to participate in mining, and all you need is a standard laptop or standard instance on Amazon or whatever. And the more waves you own, the more frequently you forge blocks. So you see, even everyone not only can use it, but everyone can participate in mining. And that's great. That's bringing more diversity and more decentralization to the system. We also have actually improved our the basic version of POS by extending it to Waves NG. As I mentioned, we currently support around 6,000 transactions per minute, which is a really outstanding performance.
What stage are you in terms of your roadmap? Please let us know your progress so far.
Well, in short, for Waves core team, 2018 is mostly about smart contracts. We've been working hard on new non-Turing version of smart contracts. It's been released recently. It's enabling features like multi-signature and atomic swaps with other cryptos, by the way, including ERC20 tokens. Then Turing complete smart contracts will follow. we also are working on voting mechanism, several improvements for token launcher and token usage, and more crypto and fiat gateways are going to be introduced later this year.
I heard that May 3rd, when you activated the smart contracts, is very important for you. So, what are smart contracts?
Yeah, sure. Smart contracts are just applications with custom business logic that run on a blockchain. You see, naturally, or usually on a blockchain, there are like very strict pieces of code that are executed and evaluated. With smart contracts, this code could be uploaded by user. So, and it will be part of consensus. So there will be no room for fraud. You'll always see the code that's running, and the consensus will check that everything is in place, or otherwise the transaction won't happen at all. There are actually different types of smart contracts. Some of them are very, very small, like multi-signatures or atomic swaps, as I mentioned. And there are like full-blown Turing apps with real-world data, state, and etc. Again, now we're mostly focused on the first part. When this will be released to mainnet, we'll continue with full-blown decentralized applications.
Could you briefly summarize the philosophy behind the Wave smart contract?
Well, the philosophy is quite straightforward. You see, 95% of smart contracts that people use are tokens, multi-signatures, and other small primitives. Well, in Waves, we already have a very robust token system. So by adding non-Turing complete scripts, we cover most of market demand for customization. It's already released to testnet, so everyone is welcome to try it. And having this 95% covered, we can move further with a Turing complete language, and we'll take this slowly, gradually, and we'll think this through. As an aspect of this first small version of smart contracts release, I'll point out that we focus on fail safety. Not only things can not only the script can be bypassed, but it should be implemented correctly from the first time, and it's common for all smart contracts. So the less errors you make at the start, the better, because if you create your smart contracts into black hole, you won't have other options other than just to leave it as is, because you won't be able to restore your funds. So our goal is to implement a smart contract system that that it should be really hard to make a mistake there.
How many developers are working on the first release of Wave smart contracts?
Well, I would say that now around 4 or 5 core developers and 2 testers are working on it. Later, of course, this number is going up because UI developers are going to work with this too. Maybe our core team of smart contract developer will grow too.
Will smart contracts be available to use for non-tech savvy users?
Yeah, of course. People will use it under the hood. They'll use it without knowing any details, and because some functionality is going to build right into the wallet, like atomic swaps or setting up a multi-signature account. So it will already be there, right? For those who are not very familiar with programming languages, we think we can achieve great progress so that they'll be able to start coding smart contracts as well.
How smart contracts influence the Waves ecosystem? Will node operators benefit from a lot of smart contract executions?
Yeah, of course they will, because smart contracts won't consume very much of resources on one side, and on the other hand, smart contracts will be a little more expensive for users to work with, to send initial transactions. So yeah, miners will benefit from this.
What happens when the Waves price increases? Will the smart contracts still be sustainable and able to run potentially years from now?
Well, I see that as definitely yes. You see, currently Waves has extremely low fees, but Wave system is designed to be flexible. When we'll see that fees are becoming too expensive for users, we'll provide some new rate, miners will vote it, support it, and then the change will be there.
Actually, I have a question, a bit personal. What are some differences between the Waves smart contracts and the Ethereum smart contracts?
Yeah, cool question. Everybody's asking this. Okay, see, most of smart contracts in Ethereum are tokens. ERC20 tokens, that is like interface standard for this. In Waves, we already have this built inside our platform. So we'll be able to provide very, very high throughput as our NG is working already. And code experience is also going to be improved because we're working on good tooling and good testing, and as well as the coding language as well.
What features will smart contracts also bring to Waves blockchain?
Well, first of all, it will be multi-signature, a long-awaited and long-desired feature on any platform. You'll be able to secure your tokens with for a group of people or support two-factor authorization. Atomic swaps will also kick in. You'll be able to swap your ERC20 tokens into Waves, so trading on DEX will be start immediately. You'll also be able to freeze your tokens or somehow limit the manipulation of these tokens. The idea is that, for example, right after an ICO, people start selling tokens, price goes down, and no one likes it. You'll be able to freeze tokens in user's wallet for like a month or whatever, and they'll benefit. Then we'll work on Turing complete system, but it's more like future developments from now.
Could you explain more about Turing complete smart contract system?
Yeah, sure. It's not about smart contract system, but about language design, about language capabilities. Like the definition of Turing completeness is that you can encode any algorithm that you can build. So this means that if you do this, you'll have to use gas, like the thing that Ethereum has. It's much more complex for the users to operate with. It's much more complex for businesses to keep this in mind, and transactions are getting more expensive. That's why we are now building non-Turing complete thing that covers a lot, like 95% of any use cases. And we'll move to Turing complete stories like CryptoKitties and whatnot.
Can you share your ideas about Korean crypto market and how Waves would deal with it?
Well, I can see that the market is maturing over time, definitely. And the authorities are taking far greater interest. And this brings a lot of opportunities and challenges of regulation for us as a platform and for businesses who use our platform. And we are ready to work with the government in this area.
Thank you for your answers for the questions. Any last word for Korean blockchain communities?
Okay, yeah. See, crypto is a really hot topic in Korea now. We recognize that. That's why we are holding several events in the past and in the future in Korea. And we also updated our wallet and DEX apps so that Korean language is supported there. I encourage everyone to try that out. Its usability, traders will be surprised with it. And you also see that our blockchain works really, really fast. Generally, any feedback is welcome, and we are very positive with our future development of our communications.
Thank you. I'm really happy to having you here. Thank you for the interview.
All right, Lucy. Thank you and goodbye.
네, 이렇게 웨이브의 개발 현황에 대해서 개발자와 직접 인터뷰를 해봤는데요. 앞으로 웨이브의 행보가 기대가 되지 않을 수 없네요. 다음번에는 또 다른 새로운 소식과 또 다른 인터뷰로 찾아뵙겠습니다. 지금까지 코인 리서처 루시였습니다.